Now. Awesome. Welcome, everybody. So we're continuing on with the lessons on adjectives and adverbs and on the topic of emotions and feelings. And I wanted to start the session by going around the room with a warm-up and just tell me one or two emotions or feelings that you associate with different colors. So I'll go first. I think red often people associate with either anger or romance. Let's go around the room and start with Alexandra, do you want to tell us what emotions you associate with the color orange? I know that's a strange one, but have a go.
Okay. Hi.
Oh, sorry, I've got Alexandra and Alexander. Let's start with Alexandra.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, orange is about fun. It's about maybe joke with company or with your team, with your friends. It's about funny time in your life.
Oh, that's a good answer. Thank you. All right, let's have Alexander now.
Maybe for me, orange, it's feelings from so far times when we were children, and maybe it's New Year, it's Mandarin, I think.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good association. I hadn't thought of that one. Thank you. Do you mind if I call you Alex so I don't mix you up with Alexandra? Okay. Let's go to the color yellow. And Tanya, what do you associate with the color yellow?
Good evening.
Hello.
For me, yellow color is associated with sun, with summer trips, with warm, with rest, with warm and calm in my soul.
That sounds great. Thank you. Let's go to Katya M. How do you feel about the color green? What associations do you make?
Oh, hi, I'm just
No problem.
Okay, so what I feel about brown?
About green, green.
About green, okay. And from adjectives which we have in list for this lesson.
Talking about things, feelings, or emotions we associate with the colors. So for red, it was romance or anger.
Green, it's for something new, for something ecologic.
Yep.
Yeah, and maybe for hope.
Hope, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay.
Thank you.
Veet, how about you? What about the color blue?
It's more like serenity, even concentration. Yet in English, blue means sad.
Yeah. Is that not an association in Ukrainian, blue being? Yeah. Interesting.
It cannot be associated with that.
Okay, thank you. Yana?
Yeah, I'm here.
Welcome.
Yeah, I'm new today because I'm lost my mentor. That's why I'm here.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So we're just welcome, and there are some other new people today as well. Don't feel shy. And everyone's very nice, mostly.
Mostly. Okay. So my word, purple,
Yeah,
yes.
why don't you go purple? Yeah.
Purple. I forgot this word. Okay, one moment. I will remember. Так, purple. For me, purple is about anxious.
Anxious. Okay.
Yeah. So I read an article about colors and psychology, and psychologists write in this article that children who are anxious often use purple colors in their artwork.
Interesting. I did not know that. Okay. Thank you. Let's go to, sorry if I mispronounce your name, Said or Sadie?
Hello.
Hello. What's the best way to
Hello, Saidia. My name is Saidia. So for me, it's pink. Yes, pink color.
Yes.
So how I associate pink color with something very light, with something very I don't know, very calmness maybe. With it's for me, it's like kids color. I don't know why. Maybe I have I can say it's just girls color, but it's something very pretty, cute, calm, and something very light.
Yeah.
I can. It's. I explain. Yeah. What do I feel when I see something pink, or it's like my association.
That's good. Thank you for sharing. I think have all of the students had a turn now? Let me know if I've missed anybody. If not, let's ask some mentors. Philip, what do you associate with the color brown?
Oh, well, with color brown, I associate mostly like the forests, to be honest, because like, brown is pretty much everywhere in the forest. But yeah, to be honest, that's the only thing that I associate brown besides like,
Yeah, cool. Thank you. How about Joshua, or do you prefer Joe?
It's the same.
Okay. I'll say Joe, it's quicker. What do you associate with black?
Black. Oh. The void. Black hole.
Nothingness. Okay.
Nothingness.
I associate it with heavy metal bands. For some reason, I just thought of Metallica. Yeah. Cool. All right, who else is here? Rebecca, are you still here? What about you and Red?
About me and Red. Okay. I think maybe passion, but it's something similar to romance, perhaps.
Yes. Yep. Romance, passion, all those things. Okay, I think everyone has had a turn now. If I've missed anyone, please let me know, guys, because there's 11 people here. So let me know if I miss anybody. Thanks everyone for joining. Okay, so these were some of the emotions that this internet article associated with these colors, which is some of them are similar to what we've had and some of them are different. I'll send you all a copy of this later because there's some quite good words in here. For example, yellow and optimism, clarity, energetic. What else have we got? This wasn't said. Green associated with wealth. Okay. Purple and luxury. Black, mysterious, dramatic. Brown, stable, earthy, dependable. Pink, affectionate, sweet, caring, compassionate. So very similar to what people in the group said. Okay, so now we're going to move on to actually, I'm just going to do a quick review of adjectives and adverbs. So we've probably done this enough for everyone to remember what we're talking about if you were here in the last few lessons. If you're new today, then we're just talking about how to use adjectives and adverbs. And today we're adding qualifiers to those adjectives and adverbs. So, for example, if you have a descriptive adjective, for example, about the size, color, or shape of something, for example, big, red, round, beautiful, you can also add a qualifier at the start. So you can add words like very or extremely, or there are some more examples here. The movie was very exciting. She gave a remarkably insightful presentation. The weather was moderately warm today. So there's lots of these words that we can use to add emphasis to the adjectives that we're using. And you can do this for adverbs as well. So things like almost or partially, and I've got some examples here. The team worked remarkably efficiently, or the price of the product has increased considerably. He was mildly disappointed. So these are some examples that we have. And now let's go back to the exercise and go through the room. So I've got some examples here of adverbs. Happily, she smiled happily when she received the news. So what we'll do is I'll go through the group, and you can use I'll roll the dice, and you use the adverb in the example. You can read the example sentence and then make up your own sentence using that adverb. So you can use qualifiers if you want, or you can just use the adverb. So let me start with Rebecca. I'm going to pick on you today.
Okay. Okay. So I need to use this qualifier to make another sentence, if I understood correctly.
You need to use the adverb, and it's optional. For extra points, you can use a qualifier as well. And I'll roll the dice to tell you which one you're going to use, okay?
Okay.
So you've got number 10. That's a terrible example. I'm going to pick another one.
Okay.
19. Anxiously. So your example is, in a nervous manner, she waited anxiously for the test results. So can you use anxiously in a new sentence with or without a qualifier?
Okay. Okay. It's similar. Sorry, a similar example.
Fine.
Yeah. My father will have a surgery on Friday. We are anxiously counting the days till this date.
Yeah, that's great. Anxiously, sorry. Well, it's not great that you're anxiously counting, but it was.
It's okay. I get it.
It was a great use of the adverb.
I get it.
So anxiously, when we're using the adverbs, we're describing the verbs, not the nouns. So Rebecca's anxiously counting. Okay. Let's go to the students now, and Saide.
Yes.
Number 17. So can you use a sentence with proudly? And here's an example. In a satisfied manner, she stood proudly on the winner's podium.
Just a moment. I have to make sentence and describe the verb. Yeah.
Yeah, so and try to use proudly in your sentence. Proudly.
My parents are proudly to my achievements. Can I use like this?
So that's when you use it that way, you're using proudly as an adjective because you're describing the parents.
Yeah.
So try to pick a noun, a verb, sorry. So let's say your parents proudly observe your achievements. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, so your parents proudly observe your achievement. That's a good one. Okay, thank you. Let's go to Katya M. And you have number 4, lovingly, lovingly. So as an example, in an affectionate manner, they held hands lovingly as they walked together.
My mom covers lovingly covers me lovingly when I was sleeping. Okay.
So she covers you lovingly with a blanket.
Yeah.
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 No, that's cool. That's cool. Thank you. Okay, Alexandra. Number 8, frustratingly. In an annoying manner, the printer jammed frustratingly at the worst time.
Okay, I feel myself frustratedly about the war of our country.
You feel, yes, because you've used the word I feel frustratingly, so that's a good one. But you wouldn't say I am frustrated. Okay, that's good.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Okay, Tanya, number 6, joyfully. In a joyous and happy manner, they danced joyfully at the wedding.
Okay, let me think. Maybe she behaved joyfully when she got good mark.
That's
when
great.
she got good mark.
That's great. That's a good example. So if anyone's struggling, because I know it's hard to come up with a sentence in a group when there's lots of pressure, just let me know and I can provide you with the verb, and that maybe will help you find the sentence. But that's good. That was a good example. Okay. Veet, how about you? I hate that one. We've had that one already. Surprisingly, in a shocking manner, surprisingly, he managed to complete the task.
She tried to cook a fancy dish, although it went out surprisingly bad.
Yep, that's good. I would just change that to it turned out surprisingly bad. But again, because you're describing the dish there, it would be better to say he cooked the dish badly or something like that. Do you know what I mean? So that we're changing the surprisingly to describing the way he cooks rather than the dish. Okay, that's good. Alex?
Actually, you can also describe an adjective. So bad is adjective. And it's surprisingly bad.
Surprisingly
So
bad. Yeah.
you can
So
use adverb to describe adjectives and verbs.
okay, so
And
surprisingly bad.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Alex, 11, disgustingly. The garbage smelled disgustingly in the hot room.
Okay. Maybe one small man from the neighbor's country speak disgustingly. Yes?
Yep, that's a very true example. That's good. So he speaks disgustingly. So we're describing the way he speaks.
Yes, speaks, yes.
That's good. Okay. I think Yana, is it just you left?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm waiting for my destiny.
Let's make it a good one. Regretfully.
Regretful.
She shook her head regretfully.
Oh, specifically this word. I don't want it. And it waited for me all this time. Regretfully, she shook her hand regretfully and missed opportunity. Let's think about it.
You could use I thought.
Oh no! No! Wait a minute. My dog shake a head regretfully when I tried to take off incest from him.
Okay, your dog shook his head regretfully. That's a good one. That's a good one. My dog always looks at me regretfully after I've given her a bath as well. She hates getting wet.
I have always this struggle with my dog because he likes to walk in bushes. In the bushes, and after that I need to take off all insects from him, and he always run away.
Okay.
A lot of problem with this animal.
What's your dog's name?
He's Ginger, and because in Ukrainian Ginger it's Rudy, that's why I call him Rudy.
Rudy. Okay, cool. Awesome. Have all of the students had a turn now? I think so. If not, you're being quiet because you don't want a turn. Okay, let's just do a couple of the mentors now. Philip, how about you? I don't know why I put that one in there. Philip, can you describe something joyfully, something that you did joyfully or someone else did joyfully?
I don't think anybody done joyfully, but I joyfully went to school 2 days ago and now I'm pretty tired of it.
Okay, so your mood about school has changed. Okay, that's good. All right, so thank you, everyone. Now let's move on to adding qualifiers to our adjectives. So as I mentioned briefly before, we can add qualifiers to both adjectives and adverbs. And there are some examples here. I'll send this to everyone in the group chat later. But there are some good ones here, like particularly, incredibly, somewhat, unbelievable, and exceedingly. And we can use those before adjectives and also before adverbs. So the team worked remarkably efficiently. He was mildly disappointed, surprisingly, very, quite, absolutely, and rather. Okay, so now let's try and make up some sentences again, and this time we're going to add qualifiers. So I'm going to pick on Joe to start this one, if that's all right, Joe.
Yes.
So
Moderately.
yeah. So can you please use a sentence with remarkably and apprehensive?
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm remarkably apprehensive for this task.
That's a good example. Joe's remarkably apprehensive about this task. Thank you very much, Joe. And now let's go to Sadie. 10 and 9. So you've got slightly and passionately, which is a weird combination, but have a go.
Slightly and
Passionately. Oh, sorry, gratefully.
I have to think. Let me think. Gratefully. Maybe
I'll help you by giving you a
could
verb.
I
Yeah.
could I say, for example, I waitly no your support is waitly gratefully,
So
or it's again like
it's
like adjective.
an adverb. So maybe you could say support is received gratefully.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good, we'll just leave out the modifier for that one because those two don't really go together very well. Okay, that's the problem with this dice rolling business. So the support is received gratefully. That's a good way of using those two. Let's go to Katya M. Truly, anxiously. Truly and anxiously.
Truly and anxiously. They were waiting truly anxiously for police officer.
Some of these don't fit together necessarily well, but it's just good practice. So just bear with me. Okay, thank you. Alexandra, extremely calmly.
Oh, calmly. I don't know what is it. Okay.
So let me give you a verb.
I feel I feel myself extremely, one second, extremely calmly near my father.
Let's just remove the myself. I feel extremely calmly. Again, it's more like you're describing yourself. So a better example, let's say, I walked extremely calmly towards my father. Does that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good. Tanya, unusually grateful. So now we're doing an adjective, so you can describe a thing.
Unusually and gratefully.
Unusually, unusually grateful. So in this one would be describing the way a thing is or a person is.
Can I say that maybe Karmachan unusually was thankful. Karmachan was unusually thankful for my help.
Sure, yes. Well, who are you describing? Sorry, I can't hear the first.
Karmachan, it's like a characteristic of from book A Man Called Ove.
Okay, yes, yep, okay, I see. Yes, so you're describing a person who's unusually grateful. Yeah, that's a good one.
It's like Karmachan, it's like wrangler, maybe.
Okay. That one. Yeah, as long as it's describing a person or a thing, then that's good, because grateful is an adjective in this one. Okay. Let's go next to Veet. Absolutely. Enthusiastic.
I was absolutely enthusiastic starting the new project.
Cool, that's good. Alex. Extremely sadly.
Maybe he made it extremely sadly because he couldn't do it well.
So what verb are you describing in that sentence? So it's
action. How did he do something? Made something?
Yeah. So she made it sadly. Yeah. Okay. Yep, that works. That works as long as you're talking about the way she made it. The way she made it, rather than talking about the thing itself. So sadly. So she made it sadly. She made it extremely sadly. Works in that sense. Okay. Yana. Slightly. Passionately. Oh, that's a terrible
I just thinking how I can to put it together.
Yeah. Okay, let's use definitely and overwhelmed.
Okay. I need time to
That's all
think.
right.
Definitely overwhelmed. Definitely overwhelmed. Mm-hmm.
So overwhelmed is an adjective in this one. So we need to think of a thing or a person.
For example, this time, I just read a message. Okay, this time he was definitely overwhelmed because of news.
Yes.
Can I
that's
put this together?
Yes. I would just change that slightly to he was definitely overwhelmed by the news. Overwhelmed
by the news. It's because Ukrainian grammar.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good. Have all of the students had a turn? Tell me if you haven't, if you want to turn. Okay. I know that was a bit confusing because we're mixing up modifiers that don't necessarily match, but I think everyone gets the idea. So the rule of thumb is if there's an ly at the end, you need to be describing an action. And if it's an adjective, like one of these ones, then you need to be describing a thing or a person. But I think that's good. And I'll send this out to everyone so you can practice some more unusual combinations if you would like to.